Ladies and gentlemen, gather round because the silver storm is brewing, and it's not just a drizzle. It's a full-blown monsoon that's about to wash away the fiat illusions we've all been clinging to. Silver is inevitable, folks. Yes, you heard me right. Inevitable, unstoppable. The white-hot metal that's been sleeping giant for decades, now roaring awake as its price claws ever closer to that elusive all-time high of $49.55 from April 28th, 2011, with spot prices surging to $46.07 per ounce as of September 26th. 2025, up a blistering 1.90% in a single day, and a whopping 19.38% over the past month alone. We're talking a 45.70% year-over-year leap, leaving gold in the dust at 43% gains while silver's industrial beast mode kicks into overdrive, devouring supply faster than a black swan can flap its wings. Picture this. You're staring at your screen, coffee going cold, as futures blast toward $47 on this historic Silver Friday, echoing the wild 2011 frenzy that saw prices triple in months. Chris Marcus on X is calling it out loud. The silver price had no use for the $46 level. Now surging towards $47, with 761 likes and climbing, because who wouldn't bet on the metal that's powering solar panels, EVs, and every gadget in your pocket? But here's the hook that'll keep you locked in. This isn't some fleeting pump. It's the inevitable reckoning, fueled by supply crunches, geopolitical jitters, and a Fed that's finally cracking under inflation's boot, with analysts eyeing $50 by year-end, and me? I'm screaming from the rooftops that silver's not just nearing ATH. It's about to shatter it like glass under a hammer, hitting $64.44 by December 2025 in the bull case, turning every stacker into a silver heir. I've been stacking since the 2011 peak, watched it crash to $14, and now, with demand outstripping supply by 150 million ounces annually, this rally feels like destiny. So if you're not positioned, whether you're in Lahore hedging remittances or Wall Street Wolf chasing yields, stick with me because we're unpacking the charts, the catalysts, the X frenzy, and my unfiltered blueprint for riding this wave to glory. Silver's inevitable. The only question is, are you ready? Let's charge in because time's ticking and that ATH is calling. Good evening, or whatever chaotic hour finds you. Whether you're in New York, dodging tariffs, or Karachi stacking against the rupee's slide, where silver's not just bling, but a lifeline against inflation eating 12% of your savings yearly. Thank you for tuning into this no-holds-barred silver symposium, where we don't just chase shiny headlines, we forge them into strategy. I'm your ringmaster in this precious metal circus, speaking from the gut of the grind, and today we're laser-focused on the inevitability of silver's ascent, with prices at $46.39 as of September 28th, 2025, a mere $3.51 shy of that sacred $49.55 eighth, after hitting a 2025 high of $43.87 on September 19th, and climbing relentlessly from January's lowly $28.96. The numbers don't lie, up 57% year-to-date, outpacing gold's 43%, as industrial demand, think 50% of silver's gobble from solar, EVs, and electronics, explodes amid the green revolution, with forecasts pegging total demand at 1.2 billion ounces against a measly 1.05 billion supply, creating a deficit that's the stuff of stackers' dreams. X is ablaze with the buzz. Peter Spina dropping charts showing the gold-silver ratio plunging toward 2011 lows, implying $125 per ounce if it hits, while Mother Silver Ape warns, retail silver price just went up to $71 per ounce. Stack while you can, racking up 287 likes as Black Swan circle. My take? This rally's no fluke. It's the inevitable backlash against a dollar drowning in $37 trillion debt, with Fed rate cuts, 99% odds for October, weakening the greenback and supercharging safe haven flows. COMEX's desperate margin hikes couldn't stem the tide, as billionaire Bob notes in a viral clip. Raised margins to drop the price, but it failed, with 132 likes cheering the defiance. If you're sidelined, wake up. This is your generational entry. Let's rewind the reel to see how we got here because history's the ultimate crystal ball. Flashback to silver's epic saga, a tale of booms, busts, and unbreakable allure since ancient Egyptians prized it over gold for its conductivity and cool sheen. Fast forward to 1980. The Hunt brothers' cornering spree sent prices to $49.45 per ounce amid inflation Armageddon, a spike that'd equate to $193.87 today, adjusted for real CPI shadows, as the old pretender blast on X with 305 likes. Then the crash? Down 90% to $4 by 1982, courtesy of regulators and paper shorts flooding COMEX. 2011 redux. QE floods and Eurozone panic tripled prices to $49.55, only for manipulation allegations to tank it to $14 by 2015. But silver's phoenix? Enter the 2020s. COVID supply snarls plus green tech boom, solar alone slurping 200 million ounces yearly, up 20% year over year, while mining lags at 800 million Oz production, per Daniel Golly's interview echoed by Eric Young. Mines can't supply. Unconventional sources needed, with convexity hinting explosive upside. Geopolitics? Ukraine war, China tariffs, and Trump 2.0's trade wars supercharge deficits. 1.2 billion ounces demand versus 1.05 billion supply, a 150 million ounce hole widening yearly. X threads like Winston Wolf's S&P ratio chart scream, long way to go in this bull. 147 likes strong, while Awaken X urges, 0 peeps watching. Silver price. But study why it's changing. You'll learn a lot, with the video pulling 71 likes. My opinion, silver's inevitable because it's dual threat, investment haven and industrial must-have. Unlike gold's luxury tag, silver's the EV battery whisperer, solar panel savior, and 5G enabler, with demand convexity, Golly's term, meaning small supply tweaks ignite massive price jumps. We've bridged the chasm from 29 start of year to 46. The ATH is not a ceiling, it's a launch pad. Now let's dissect the mechanics because charts don't lie and this one's singing siren song. Technically, silver's a beast unchained. That multi-year pennant breakout Oren Elbaz charts, targeting $48.3 per ounce at gold-silver ratio 77, with gold steady, close enough to ATH to taste, and if gold rallies too, sky's the limit. Weekly uptrend channel smashed past $46 resistance, now eyeing $50 from 1980/2011 convergence, per Spina's post with 357 likes. RSI, hovering 65, bullish but not overheated. MACD crossover screams momentum. Volume surging on Silver Fridays like September 26's $47 push, as Marcus videos with 761 engagements. Macro tailwinds. Dollar index at 108 but cracking under Fed cut bets. Inflation stubborn at 2.5% core. Pushing PMs. Silver's beta to gold at 1.5 means it amplifies every tick up. X hype? Just Dario's sudden jumps. Ominous of what's coming. Quoting his own slammy meme with 846 likes, while Rashad Hajiev notes support at prior resistance. Dips bought out. COMEX open interest? Up 5% amid margin hikes, short sweating as physical premiums spike. Retail at 71 Canadian dollars per ounce versus spot $46, per Mother Silver Apes alert. My hot take? This is textbook squeeze setup. Deficit plus shorts plus retail FOMO equals moon. Support at $44.52, September 25th close and resistance. None till $49.55. Buy the dip to $45. Target $50 Q4, $64 EOY per coin price forecasts, plus 120% call. Inevitable? Absolutely. Supply can't catch demand's freight train. Shifting to the streets because silver's surge isn't sterile stats, it's sweat and stories. Envision the solar installer in Gujarat. Panels gleaming under the sun. Silver paste costs up 30% but output soaring. Demands green wave saving the planet while padding pockets. Or the Karachi jeweler hawking 149 rupees per gram bars, up from 100 rupees in January. Families hedging against 20% food inflation as good returns tracks. X humanizes it. Points perks picks scoring. Swiggy silver loot at 118 per gram versus market 145. 28% returns via Axis card. 103 likes celebrating the win. Silver Wolves, stack up while you can. Who's ready? With $45.13 close. 134 likes rallying the faithful. I've stacked through crashes. Felt the premium pain in 2020 when spot dived. But physical held firm. Lesson? Tangibles trump paper in turmoil. VBL's ghosts YouTube on scarcity versus gold pulls 55 likes, underscoring silver's 17-to-1 Earth ratio but 80-to-1 market skew. Inevitable rebalance incoming. Opinion. Silver empowers the overlooked Pakistan's $30 billion remittance warriors, India's EV makers. It's inevitable because it's essential, not elective. As Ghali says, rare pure play minds, deficits hit the vulnerable first, but stackers thrive. Crystal ball gazing, short term, $47 test this week, $50 by October if Fed cuts land, per Light Finance's $42 advance on dollar weakness. EOY $41.66 base, but I align with coin price forecasts $64.44 bull plus 120% year over year, fueled by 1.2 billion ounces demand. 2026? $75.19 plus 60% from now. By 2030, $100 plus as deficits compound. Ex-optimists like at Hajiev Rashad. Buyers step in immediately. 389 likes strong. My verdict, ATH shatter by Q1 2026. $125 if ratio hits 2011 lows. Inevitable, stack accordingly. Pause for breath, but the silver symphony swells. XRPL? Wait, no, XRPL's consensus? Silver's no mine marvel. Recycled 90% but still short. Global, UAE solar farms. Pakistan jewelry boom buffering rupee woes. At RAGRUBBB2, study why this price changed. Risks. Short squeezes backfire, but history favors bulls. Future $2,000 inflation-adjusted ATH per at Diaclet 540462121. Your play? Stack Physical, HODL Eternal. Seamless build to 15,000. Tech charts 2,000. Pennants ratios. History 1.5 thousand. Hunts to 2011. Global 2,000. India Pakistan demand. Forecasts 1.5 thousand. $64 plus stories 1.5K. Jewelers EV workers. Risks 1K manipulation. Outlooks 2K. Green boom. Q&A 2K. When. Flow unbroken. Inevitable.